Just imagine being an immigrant and being offered $34,000 to go back to your country. Well, this is what's going on in Sweden today. The Sweden government is drafting up a plan for 2026 to offer immigrants $34,000 to return back to their country. And in the European Union, there are other countries that are offering a same package. So in this video, I'll be talking about why I believe that Jamaicans in particular should be extremely worried about what is going on in Europe and in North America when it comes on to immigration. Let's talk about it.
To choose to leave the country and return to their home nations. The right-wing Swedish government has said that immigrants who voluntarily return back to their home nation would be eligible to receive about 34,000 American dollars. This new initiative would kick off in the year 2026. In the current financial support system, adults are offered 900 American dollars, while children are offered $450. The Migration Minister Johan Forssell informed of a comprehensive reform agenda in dealing with the immigrants.
As a government, together with the Sweden Democrats, we have a comprehensive reform agenda in this area. And this also means that overall, the area of migration will be strengthened by 513 million kronor next year, which will then grow to 2.6 billion the following year, and then 1.4 billion in 2027.
2027.
Now, the announcement in fact came despite a government-appointed probe last month advising against a significant increase in the amount of grant, saying that the expected effectiveness did not justify the potential costs. Sweden has taken in a large number of migrants since the 1990s, mostly from the conflict-ridden countries such as the former Yugoslavia, Syria, Afghanistan, Somalia, Iran and Iraq.
Yes, so in the past 4 years or so, we have seen a pretty much hostile environment when it comes on to immigration and when it comes on to the refugee crisis, in particular in North America and in Europe. And this plan that Sweden is putting together for 2026, this is not really new. The British government, I think 2 years ago, they took part in something that is similar, where they sent a lot of refugees to Rwanda. They paid the Rwandan government millions of dollars to accept refugees to Rwanda as permanent resident. So this is a different approach, I would say, in terms of not giving the government money, but offering the immigrants $34,000 to go back to their country. And what is interesting about this is that in the statement, they say immigrants, not refugee. So to me, they're not trying to offer refugees this, what some people are calling like a very good package. They're offering immigrants. So we're thinking that these are people that are legal in Sweden. These are people from all over the world that migrated to Sweden, became permanent residents and citizens of Sweden, and these are the people that they're targeting. So the environment is very hostile. We see what is going on in Denmark. We see what is going on in France. And I would say the war in Ukraine pretty much exacerbates what is going on in Europe now. And the climate in Europe now is like, we want back our countries. That is the climate there. We don't want Muslims. We don't want Africans. We don't want Caribbean nationals. We want back our country. And that is the atmosphere that we're seeing in Europe. And with what is going on in North America, with Donald Trump planned mass deportation, and we see in Canada where Justin Trudeau have to be deporting a lot of people back to, in particular, India, because of what Justin Trudeau have been accused of in terms of flooding the Canadian workforce with cheap labor. So this is what's happening in our world today, and why I think that Jamaicans should really be concerned about this is because out of all the countries in the Caribbean, all the islands in the Caribbean, whenever something like this happens, Jamaica is the first country to get hit. So that is why I believe that Jamaica should be very concerned. And if you go back in history, when Jamaica gained independence from the United Kingdom, we saw in the 50s, in the 60s, the Jamaica passport was one of the strongest passport in the world. After Jamaica gained independence, the Jamaica passport became one of the worst passport. The only other passport in the Caribbean that would say similar to Jamaica or probably worse would be like Haiti or Cuba. But the Jamaican passport have pretty much lost its value. And my fear is that what is going on in Europe is that what we see happening even in England, we have seen England became more aggressive with Jamaicans in the past 10 years, I would say. We have seen where Jamaicans born in the UK have been deported back to Jamaica. And before that, no one thought that was possible. You're born in the UK of Jamaican parents. You're a United Kingdom citizen. You're not born in Jamaica. You're born in the UK. But in the past 10 years, we have seen even people who are born in the United Kingdom can be deported. So it is crazy what is going on in the world. And one of my concerns also is that Jamaica is in the process of a referendum to become a republic. And what I believe that if the monarch, the British monarch, if they see this as a slap in the face, which when the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, announced his ambition to become a republic when Prince Harris visited Jamaica years ago, the British tabloid, they reported it as like a slap in the face. They accused the Prime Minister of embarrassing the royal family. So I believe that with everything that is going on in Europe, with everything that is going on in America with Donald Trump, and in Canada, because most people expect that Justin Trudeau is going to lose and Canada would install a conservative government who will not be as favorable in terms of immigrants coming to Canada. So Jamaicans should be really worried about the climate in terms of what is going on in the world with immigration. And if you talk to the immigration experts in the Jamaican circle, they will let you know that Jamaican immigrants in North America and Europe, that the numbers have been trending down for years. The amount of Jamaicans or the percentage of Jamaicans that are accepted in Canada in recent years have been falling to low levels that we have not seen since the 1960s. In America, it's pretty much the same. When you go to the American embassy in Jamaica and you see the hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans line up for hours at that embassy in Kingston every single day, weekday of the year, the numbers, the percentage of Jamaicans that are getting visa to go to America, whether visiting visa or study visas, those numbers are also down. And the same thing that is going on in Europe. So this is something that I said Jamaicans need to take serious, that the atmosphere that's happening in the world now in terms of like immigration, in terms of refugee, there's pretty much a refugee crisis, especially what you see going on in the United States of America. And Jamaica, out of all the other Caribbean islands, Jamaica has been affected the most. So guys, sound off in the comment section and let me know what you think about this topic. Do you think I'm correct that Jamaicans in Jamaica and across the diaspora need to worry about what is going on in the world today, the climate in Europe with the whole immigration and refugee crisis, what is going on with Donald Trump presidency, with Donald Trump promise for mass deportation, and what you also see going on in Canada, where Canada for the first time they're deporting more people than they're receiving in Canada. So sound off and let me know what you think about this. And guys, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, as always, peace. I'm out.